Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar, and we're back again with another quick stock video. Today, we're going to be talking quickly about Netflix and their upcoming earnings, which is going to be on Tuesday, if I remember correctly. It's July 19th, and that would be on Tuesday. It's going to be after hours, so it'll be interesting to see what Netflix reports. Speaking as far as like the last week, Netflix did pretty well. If we look at the low and all the way up to Friday's high, it basically made a 20-point move from Wednesday, almost 12%, 11.5% over the 2 days, which is pretty incredible. Friday would have been the day to play calls, though. If you would have just gotten in on this bottom here and rode it all the way to the top, you would have got not even just a 14.5-point move on the stock itself, but over an 8% run on the stock, which would have been like astronomical gains on options. So let's quickly talk about how Netflix has done recently with earnings. I think the last two times Netflix reported earnings, it wasn't good at all, unfortunately. So let's see, or even the last time. No, the last two times. So when Netflix reported earnings back in January, they actually did decently well. It wasn't negative, as what here it says. The estimate was 0.83 and they reported 1.33, and the revenue was estimated here and they reported that exact amount. So the interesting thing on that, though, Netflix gapped all the way from 508 and dropped all the way down to 407. It was like a $90 or $100 drop on that move right there, which was something to say the least. It wasn't good at all. Then, if we go to the last earnings that they had back in April, again, the earnings estimate, the per share was supposed to be estimated 2.9. They reported 3.53. But the revenue was much, much lower. The number of subscribers that they actually realized, it was the first time ever they had a loss in subscribers on their service, which was incredible to think about. But there was a $61.35 million loss in revenues. So with that in hand, Netflix gapped all the way from 332 all the way down to 246. It was like another $80-$85 drop, which isn't good at all for a stock. So with that in mind, are we looking at another negative move on Netflix, or will this quarter actually be a somewhat positive move, considering the Stranger Things season 4 came out, which I know there was a lot of hype about that. I'm sure there's probably more people that's resubscribed back to Netflix just to watch Stranger Things. And if I remember reading correctly or reading somewhere, Stranger Things was the most streamed series or streamed series ever. I think it was ever. So with that in mind, I even forgot, I was talking to someone on Thursday about it. When Stranger Things came out on I think it was the 27th of May. If we look here on the daily, the kind of the low point on the 27th of May was, if we pull this up a little bit, low point on the 27th of May was here. Over the next couple days, it rallied up like 8%. Now, on Friday, we saw a single 8% move too. To have like a 2 or 3 day move of 8% right there. And then if we look here at, was it June 1st or was it July 1st? I don't remember. I think it was July 1st when volume 2 came out. There was another basically 8-point move there. So it's pretty interesting. Of course, we did have a gap down here again. Over a 3-day span, we dropped quite a bit, but this 164.33 area here, kind of 164 area, has been holding pretty well. There's support here, pretty much a support here, but ever since then we've been kind of looking at this level here, 169.94, and even that, if we put a line like here, there's almost like a double bottom here. So kind of up, this almost touched, but then this one touched, and then we started going up there. So with Netflix reporting earnings on Tuesday after hours, I think it's going to be positive. Just because of the last quarter with Netflix, or the Stranger Things season 4 coming out, many more people subscribed back to Netflix. I'm sure since it was the most streamed series ever, that probably had a good thing to do with revenue. And I don't know, there could be a potential to even gap up. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, but even like a gap up like this, or even let's say Tuesday Netflix is at 200 before earnings. Even if it flew up to 240, that would be pretty cool. But there's always a possibility it could come lower down here. But that's all up to what earnings comes and says. So just wanted to quickly talk about this, get some thoughts going. Maybe Netflix does report earnings. This will be a kind of a good video to watch back on. If they report negative earnings, it'll also be a good video to watch. It'll also be a good video to come back. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like. If you have any comments or want to put your input, put those down in the comments. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.